What happens when you take leaders like Big Meech and incarcerate him when he was helping communities all over Atlanta? Well, one can only guess that all the Indians will want to become chiefs. And you can't do that without violence. While the city of Atlanta felt as though they won with incarcerating Big Meech, they would also see an increase in spike of violence and crime in Atlanta, Georgia. Because as the great saying goes, they don't die, they just multiply. City of Atlanta, Georgia, unlike New Orleans that is breaking down in wards, will be broken down in zones. And zone 1 is the west side. The west side consists of the Bluff, Chapel Forest, Vine City, Mosley Park, Bankhead, Center Hill, Dixie Hills, the Allen Temple in the 9th Ward, Cushman Circle, Bolton Road, Adamsville, and Simpson Road. The south side of the city will be called Zone 3. This would hold the likes of Pittsburgh, aka Jack City, Mechanicsville, Summer Hill, Peoplestown, Beecher Street, Inglewood, Joyland, Lakewood, Polar Rock, Cleveland Avenue, Jonesboro Road, Third Coast Nation, 359 Ape Gang, Maniac Bloods, BME Muscle Gang, Block Bleeder Pyru, and Sex Money Murder Bloods. That will be in Zone 3. In Zone 4, aka SWATs, you would have Washington Road, Martell Homes, Ben Hill, Campbellton Road, Cascade Road, Old Kimberly Courts, areas of East Point and College Park, Stanton Road, Cottage Park, East Point, Cottage Park Projects, Cottage View Hughes, and Oakland City. But on the east side of Atlanta, more famously known as Zone 6, you can find members from Edgewood, Kirkwood, Scottsdale, Toby Grant Projects, Oak Forest Apartments, Decatur, Memorial Drive, Candler Road, Glenwood Road, Gwinnett, Ellenwood, Lithonia, East Atlanta, and Stone Mountain. Contrary to popular belief, City of Atlanta, Georgia has a serious gang problem. Now we're gonna start with the Bloods. The Bloods, the 252 Sex Money Murders, which would include Summerhill, Jonesboro, 9th Ward, Mechanicsville, Glenwood, Edgewood, Decatur, Princess Avenue, Allister Court, Riverdale, Cottage Park, Candler Road, and Scottsdale. And then you would have the East Side G-Shine Bloods, aka the Gangster Killer Bloods, which would be Mark's Trails, Candler Road, Edgewood, and Summerhill. And then you would have the 9-Trade BBA Gangster Bloods, or the 9-Tech Grenades, which would also be Edgewood, East Atlanta, Simpson Road, East Point, and College Park. After that, you have the 5-9 Brims, which will be seen in Lithonia, Decatur, DeKalb County, College Park, Gwinnett County, Jonesboro, and Riverdale. Then you have the 9-2 Inglewood Family Blood Gang, which will be seen in Summerhill and Grant Park. You got the 135 Pyrus, you got the Bounty Hunter Bloods, you got the Rolling 20 Neighborhood Bloods, Elm Street Pyrus, Jurassic Park Pyrus, which will be Clayton County and Riverdale, the FAM, Campanella Park Pyrus, the 831 Pyrus, 310s, Treetop Pyrus that's located in East Atlanta, Gwinnett, and Decatur, the 4-block Bloods, which will be located in Stone Mountain, the 680 Slimes, Imperial South Blood Family, and the RR Billies, which will be located in the Allen Temple, Simpson Road, Adamsville, Decatur, East Point, and Edgewood. And that's just the Bloods, YouTube family. They also got Crips. Now, as far as the Crips go, they have Rolling 60 Neighborhood Crips, aka the Young Gunner Crew or Blue Crew. They have the Rolling 20 Long Beach Crips that are located in Decatur, Clayton County, and College Park. They got Rolling 30 Original Harlem Mafia Crips that's located in Clayton County. They have Rolling 40s Crips, Rolling 80s West Coast Crips, Rolling 90s Neighborhood Crips, Rolling 100s Crips, the Trey Gangster Crips that are located in Decatur, Stone Mountain, Edgewood, and Eastlake. The 5 Deuce Hoover Gangster Crips, the Lalo Crips, the A-Trey Gangster Crips, Grape Street Crips. And I know this may come as a surprise to everybody because people did not know Atlanta had gangs like this, but this is far from the end. They actually have Gangster Disciples as well, Black Disciples as well, Vice Lords, Black P-Stones, Serranos, and even North Daniels. So it would go without saying that Atlanta, Georgia is just as dangerous as any other city in America. But is it because they locked up Big Meech, took money out of the hood, or is there a deeper reason? Because as we all know, Atlanta, Georgia has no problem with producing some of the most predominant figures in entertainment. In the same breath, Atlanta, Georgia has no problem with producing some of the predominant drug kingpins that's ever walked the soils of the United States of America. As a matter of fact, as of 2024, Atlanta is still dealing with predominant drug kingpins. Case in point, January 2024, the leader of a drug trafficking organization under long-term investigation by the FBI, Athens resident agency Middle Georgia Safe Streets Gang Task Force, other law enforcement, to take down a kingpin located in Georgia that's responsible for importing approximately 2,000 kilograms Peruvian booger sugar from Mexico to the United States. Albert Ross, aka Big, is a 53-year-old Atlanta resident who pleaded guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to possess with the intent to distribute Peruvian booger sugar and 1 count of conspiracy to possess with the intent to distribute marijuana before the U.S. District Judge Tillman Tripp Self on January 22, 2024. It's alleged that Albert Ross directed numerous amounts of deadly drugs into Georgia from Mexico over the many years, harming citizens and communities for exchange of a lavish lifestyle. Ross even admitted to ordering the murder of an associate tied to a drug shipment intercepted by law enforcement, said U.S. Attorney Peter D. The year-long multiple effort to hold him accountable has been unyielding and uncourageous. Now, we are grateful to be a part of such remarkable partnership, end quote. Agents learned that Ross and his co-conspirators flew to Mexico City in August of 2019 in order to meet with Ross's distributor and cartel boss to negotiate a deal that would supply Ross with 200 additional kilograms of the Peruvian booger sugar per month. A text string found on Ross's seized iPhone detailed that under 1 month period, March 14th to April 4th of 2020, Ross was supplied with 112 kilograms of the Peruvian booger sugar. During this same period, Ross had spent more than $2.5 million on payments for the drugs and his drug stores coming out of Mexico. Additional evidence revealed that in a 3-month period, 2018, Ross had received 1,300 kilograms of Peruvian booger sugar from different Mexican suppliers. Once it arrived in the Atlanta area, Ross would stash the kilograms with a family member, an elderly family member who had previously been shot picking up drugs, man. I guess with so much good things going for Atlanta, Georgia, it is easy for the rest of the country to look at Atlanta for the industry rather than the underworld. Recently, some of the predominant rappers in Atlanta, Georgia have been feuding with each other. Some examples of this would be Playboi Carti and Ola Runt, Young Thug and YSL, YFN Lucci, and the YFN members. But with guys in the forefront like Young Nudy, 21 Savage, Baby Drill, and Baby Kia, I think it's highly unlikely Atlanta, Georgia would see a decrease in violence in the city. Which kind of brings me to the reason why I even made this video. Today, I opened my laptop and went on Google like every day, and one of the headlines just jumped out to me. 3 men shot in Northwest Atlanta. And I guess since I've been covering Atlanta artists extensively on this channel, I've been a little more tapped into what's going on in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'll be the first to say that this case is not an isolated case. This is just one of the incidents that made me say, I gotta speak about this. Now, as I stated, this article that I'm about to read you guys is literally from today, the day that I'm making this video, May 14th. 3 people have been shot near a commercial strip in Atlanta, Georgia, on Verbona Street in Northwest Atlanta, according to Atlanta police. It happened this Tuesday evening at approximately 4:55 p.m. A 24-year-old man was shot in the arm, and a 27-year-old man was shot in the back. Now, they were both rushed to nearby hospitals for treatment. Officers would later discover a 23-year-old man had been shot in the neck, and he reportedly taken himself to the hospital. The trio of victims appeared to be alert, conscious, and breathing, thank God. Now, Fox 5 is working on learning more about this shooting. There has been no word of the suspect, motive, or any arrest. But like I said, YouTube family, this article is literally from today. I know a lot of y'all are probably wondering, like, why does it even matter? This type of stuff happens all the time. Well, yesterday I was gonna cover a story on a woman who was shot while walking down the Southwest Atlanta street. This was literally yesterday. Now, police in Southwest Atlanta were searching for a person who had shot a 55-year-old woman on Monday evening. Officers received a call just before 7 p.m. about a person who had been shot on the 800 block of Smith Street, according to Atlanta Police Department. Officers arrived at the scene of the crime to find a woman with an apparent gunshot wound to her right buttocks. She was talking with medics as she was taken away to the hospital for treatment. Investigators say the woman was merely walking a block over to McDaniel Street when she was struck by a bullet. Now, it's not immediately clear if this woman was the intended target or not, but the shooter is still at large. And today, 3 people were shot. Atlanta, y'all are starting to give me Chicago vibes. Now, I only care about what's going on in Atlanta, Georgia right now because I've been showing so much love on my channel to Atlanta and I've been just covering their artists. And actually, I was thinking about moving to Texas at the top of the year. But I've been seeing so much love from Atlanta that I started to think maybe I just might move to Atlanta, which would prompt me to jump on Google and look at the crime rate, look at the economy, look at the labor laws, look at everything, every contributing factor that would make me move out that way. Now, this just in, I can't even make this up. There was actually a shooting while I was making this at Lil Baby's video shoot where 3 people were allegedly injured in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, this will be reported by Fox 5 News in Atlanta, Georgia. Lil Baby just got his video shoot shot up while I was making this, which means I'm gonna put this out tonight. Like, I can't even make this up, ladies and gentlemen. I need y'all to do better out there in Atlanta, bro. I need y'all to do better. I know the money out there, the industry out there, bro. Y'all ain't got no reason to be doing all this, man. But anyways, YouTube family, bro, that's all I got for today. Like I said, bro, this just in, Lil Baby's video shoot that been shot up in Atlanta, Georgia, man. So, I don't know. Maybe it's some hope for the city. All I know is, bro, I don't want to see none of my subscribers or none of my supporters, fam, losing their life in the streets of Atlanta before I get to me.